Hey guys, Just Ash here, and today I'm going to tell you all about my current favourite things. Now, I know most people on YouTube, when they talk about their favourite things, they're talking about their favourite hair care, makeup products, clothing, skincare, whatever. But if I did that, this video would literally be 2 minutes long because I've used the same products, worn the same things, had the same style since I was about 15 years old. So instead, I'm going to tell you all of my current favourite things in pop culture. So I was going to call this my nerdy favourites video, but not all of the things in this list are actually nerdy. Also, a couple of things in this video have been my favourites for a really long time, but seeing as they're still current favourites, I thought I'd include them anyway. So let's start with my film favourites. My current favourite live action film is Stoker by Park Chan-wook. I only watched this movie the whole way through for the first time quite recently, and I fell in love with it straight away, and it has rocketed to the top spot for me. This might be helped by the fact that it's shot and directed very similarly to Korean thrillers, which is something that I really enjoy. However, it is directed by Park Chan-wook, so I probably would have loved it anyway. Next, we have my favourite animated movie. This is Spirited Away by Studio Ghibli. Spirited Away has been close to my heart for a really long time, mainly because it introduced me to Hayao Miyazaki's films and art style. I distinctly remember being 12 years old, flipping through channels on the TV, when I flipped to one that was playing a subbed version of Spirited Away, and I was captivated straight away. I sat and watched it, and I didn't even care that it was halfway through, and I had no idea what was going on. And quite frankly, this is probably half of the reason why I love anime as much as I do now. Now, I'd like to take a moment here to give an honourable mention to Black Panther. While it's not going to be my favourite movie, I feel like it has reignited my interest in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which I'd kind of fallen out of love with recently. So that is quite an impressive feat on its own, especially with the oversaturation of superhero movies that we've been seeing recently. Finally, in this little film section, I want to talk about my favourite trailer, which is for Mary and the Witch's Flower. Now, this film is from Studio Ponnock and is based on the children's book The Little Broomstick. It has a UK-wide release date of May 7th, and I'm really looking forward to it. It seems like it's very Studio Ghibli-esque in its art style and direction. It looks like it's going to be very charming and sweet, and I absolutely cannot wait to see the full movie when it comes out. Next up, we have my gaming favourites. Now, let me get this out of the way right now and say that the Nintendo Switch is probably my current favourite console. What I love about it is that it is portable and has such a wide range of third-party support for a Nintendo console. If you'd told me 3 years ago that I could play Skyrim or The Binding of Isaac sat on a bus on a Nintendo console, I would have laughed in your face and told you were mad. But here we are, and I can do exactly that, so I'm sorry, hypothetical person that I laughed at 2 seconds ago. Now, I also have a few favourite games that I want to talk about because I'm really bad at picking just one. But I have limited myself to one per console, which was quite difficult, but I've managed it. And seeing as I was just talking about the Switch, I thought I'd start there with Stardew Valley. I do not know why it took me so long to start playing this game. It's a sort of cutesy little farming simulator, which is everything I love, and I absolutely cannot put it down now. I'm thoroughly addicted. And the best thing is that as far as I'm aware, there's no actual fail state within the game, so you can just keep playing for as long as you want, however you want, and that is absolutely fantastic, because it means I'm not stressing about getting my crops done in time for winter or I'll fail. So, sticking with Nintendo consoles, my next favourite game is Layton's Mystery Journey on the 3DS. I got this game for my birthday and didn't really play it until recently, and I've fallen in love with it straight away. Kat, the main character, is so charming and sweet, and all of the characters play off each other's personalities really well. Plus, the puzzles are exactly what you would expect from a Layton title, and seeing as I loved all of them, I'm not surprised that Layton's Mystery Journey has gone in the top spot. Okay, before I get to my favourite PS4 game, I just want to mention the Super Smash Bros. Announcement that came with Nintendo's latest Direct. I know I can't officially include it in this list because how can it be a favourite when it's not been released yet, but I'm super jazzed for this game to come out. I can't wait to see what they're doing, whether it's going to be a port, whether it's going to be a new game. I think it's going to be fantastic either way. Anyway, my last favourite game is Fallout 4. I played this game when it first came out for about 2 weeks and really enjoyed it, but then I never touched it again. And when they released the Game of the Year edition, I paid a silly amount of money for it to just sit on my shelf and for me to not play it. However, I actually started playing it properly quite recently, and it's just as enjoyable as it was the first time I played it. I found myself actually thinking about my character build and what I'm doing and how I'm reacting to things, and getting more into the role-playing aspect of the game rather than just shooting super mutants in the head. I'm actually finding myself doing dungeons and side quests rather than just racing to the end of the story so that I don't have it spoiled for me. Okay, we are almost there, I promise. I just want to round up a few of the more miscellaneous favourites that I have. Firstly, my current favourite manga is Corpse Party Blood Covered. I love everything to do with Corpse Party because it's so dark and gory, and the manga is exactly what you would expect. Love it. Next, my favourite anime at the moment is a supernatural mystery horror called Shiki. I found it one day randomly while I was scrolling through Crunchyroll and binge watched half the series and then had to stop because the suspense was setting me on edge. It was that good. Definitely recommend you all check it out if you haven't seen it already. And with WrestleMania around the corner, I may as well tell you my favourite WWE superstar at the moment. It's Ronda Rousey. What a surprise. I was so excited when she came out at the Royal Rumble. I'm really looking forward to seeing her wrestle. However, this might all change depending on how her first match at WrestleMania goes with Kurt Angle versus Stephanie McMahon and Triple H. And finally, and I promise this is the finally in this video, I couldn't get away with doing this video without doing something a little bit more traditional, so I want to show you guys my current favourite nerdy item of clothing. It's this long sleeve Charizard top that I got from Insert Coin. What I really love about it is that even though it's long sleeved, it's lightweight, so I'm never too hot or too cold, which is great when you live in Britain and don't know what the weather's going to be like an hour in the future. Anyway, that is enough of my rambling for this video. What do you guys think of my favourites, or what are your favourites? Please leave them in the comments below. Hit that like button if you've enjoyed this video, and if you haven't already, remember to subscribe and hit that notifications button so you can be told exactly when I upload. Hint, it's every Friday at 8 o'clock. And as always, pour yourself a nice cup of tea and join me next Friday at 8 for the next video.